Serial rape suspect Joseph Beatty is charged with 3 Dallas sexual assaults dating back to 2009. He's been in jail 17 months, but today a judge set him free until his trial that begins next month. The Court of Appeals said prosecutors and the judge were not following the law. Fox 4's Sean Rabb was in court this morning. He's in studio tonight. Sean.
Yes, Steve, what happened in court today was rare, very rare. An appeal and a ruling before the outcome of a case, guilt or innocence, has been settled. It's called an interlocutory appeal, and Texas law allows for this type of action when an issue like whether someone's being held in jail unfairly or questions about bail has to be settled before a trial is over.
This is a hearing to comply with the mandate issued by the Court of Appeals.
Judge Rick Magnus ordered by the Court of Appeals to reverse a previous ruling by him that kept serial rape suspect Joseph Beatty behind bars with a high bond.
July 2015.
That's when Beatty was first arrested by Dallas police and charged in a 2009 sexual assault. His DNA put in a national database after his 2013 arrest for sexual assault in Arlington. He was not indicted in that case. His bond on the Dallas case set at $100,000, his wife making bail.
There were 2 other cases that they already had kind of in the pipeline. So they went and arrested him on those 2 other cases, and then they held the first bond insufficient. So essentially they lost that money in less than a week's time.
At this time, does the defendant have any evidence regarding Mr. Beatty's financial ability?
Beatty's bond raised to $250,000. He'd been in jail 7 months when the state asked for a continuance, saying it was not ready to proceed. At that time, Crockett filed a writ asking he be released from custody either by lowering his bond or on his own personal promise to appear in court because he'd been in jail more than 90 days and the state was not ready to go to trial as the law requires.
The judge disagreed and sided with the state and thought, no, he is a danger to the community. I'm going to leave him in, and I'm going to leave the bond at $250,000.
Crockett filed with the Fifth Court of Appeals. In its opinion, the court wrote, "We conclude the trial court abused its discretion in denying relief and thus reverse and remand these cases."
The Court of Appeals has made it clear that I have to set a bond that this defendant can afford to post regardless of the danger he poses to the community or his ties to the community.
After hearing evidence of Beatty's inability to come up with any bond, Judge Magnus said he had no discretion and must
grant Mr. Beatty personal recognizance bonds in all 3 cases.
Heavy restrictions placed on Joseph Beatty, electronic monitoring and home arrest. But today, he got a get-out-of-jail card for now. And Beatty will be back in court February 27th. That's when his trial on those 3 Dallas sex assault cases, those cold cases, is set to begin.
All right, Sean, I got a quick one and a more in-depth one. Magnus, the judge, seemed perturbed. It seemed like a swipe sin, regardless of how dangerous he is. Was he perturbed today?
He clearly thought this man should stay in jail until trial.
Second question, if people are mad at the criminal appeals court thinking that was wrong of them and the judge to allow it to happen, why didn't the prosecutors get the case done in the time that was given them? That seems to where the problem is. Why didn't they get that done?
So they asked for the extension because they told the court that the lead detective was not available. But the extension they asked for was 5 months down the road from the original trial date. And that's when Jasmine Crockett said, hey, my guy needs to get out of jail. He's already been here now all these months, and lower his bond or give him a personal recognizance.
My experience in court, you've been in court longer than I do, but if you got a victim pointing and saying that's the guy who did it, and you have a DNA match, that's about all you need.
Right, so there's other stuff we don't know. Maybe they couldn't find the victims, maybe a victim was not competent. I mean, there are many things we don't know about those 3 victims. Maybe they were afraid at that point, but at any rate, the criminal appeals court said, hey, he's been in there too long, and you're going to have to give him a PR bond until trial.
Sean Rabb, thanks.
Okay.